phrase silver lining. What is a silver lining and what does it mean? So what is a silver lining and what does it mean? So I want you guys to raise your hand electronically. I'm waiting for those hands to go up electronically. So please, if you've ever heard of the word silver lining, I really want to know what you think. It's a metaphor. And Sadie, I'm going to choose you first. Go for it.
Oops.
So Sadie, do you have any idea?
No, I don't have
Okay,
an idea.
no problem. Charles, I'm going to call on you, buddy. Go for it.
I don't know if this is real or this just it isn't real, but I think some things have a silver lining.
Yes, you use the word to define the word, but what I want are other words to help me define it. I'm going to call on Jeremy and see if you can help out a little bit. Go ahead, Jeremy, but you have to unmute yourself.
Does that have to do with anything about population?
Oh, population, it could, but silver lining doesn't mean population, but that's a really, really good guess. Ryan, Hayden, what about you? You'll have to unmute yourself.
Does it have any pollution?
Say it again, honey.
Pollution?
Well, our lesson is about pollution, but that's not what silver lining means. So we're going to try this one more time. And Charles, what do you think? I'm going to ask you again.
Reduction of pollution.
Well, pollution is what our lesson is about. And actually, Sadie, could you please undo your green screen, your virtual background, because you keep going in and out and it's a little bit distracting. So that would be great. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Now, let me describe for you what silver lining is. Silver lining is when something great comes out of something bad. Now, obviously, the fact that we are all told not to go to school and your parents not to go to work, and we can't fly on airplanes and we can't really drive our cars anywhere and we can't visit grandparents, that's not a great thing. But there is a silver lining, and some of you guys have mentioned it. And that is that the world pollution has changed overnight. Now, this is the most amazing thing I have ever seen before. There's something called nitrogen dioxide. And I want you guys to all say it out loud right now. Nitrogen dioxide. So nitrogen dioxide is a molecule formed by one nitrogen atom and two oxygen atoms. Two oxygens is why we say dioxide, di meaning two. So it's nitrogen dioxide, and this is a very, very toxic gas. It's kind of smelly. It's produced from car engines and power plants and other machines, and even boats, okay, create nitrogen dioxide. Now, if the amount of nitrogen dioxide is greater than 200 micrograms per cubic meter, and I want to show you what that looks like. This is a cubic meter. It is a cube with a side of 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter. So it's called a cubic meter. And in each cubic meter, if there are more than 200 little tiny dots of this nitrogen dioxide, that is bad for your health. Now, the fact that coronavirus has shut everything down, people that have asthma, some of my friends have asthma, and they are not coughing as much anymore. They can breathe. Other people that have lower immunity, they no longer have lower immunity, and they can fight off viruses and bacteria and microorganisms. Also, all the fruits and vegetables and plants that we create, do you know that everything's growing so much better now? It's really, really exciting. It's really, really exciting. Now, it also reduces the amount of waste that we have to recycle just because we use less things. Now, I'm going to tell you something really, really exciting. There's a place in India near, it's kind of close to Mount Everest, and the mountain range is called the Himalayas. The Himalayas is a mountain range in the northern part of India. And guys, I want to tell you something. It's very sad. There were people living in those parts of India that for 30 years did not know that they were close to Mount Everest. And the reason is they couldn't see it. I just unmuted everybody. They couldn't see the mountains.
I know that place.
They couldn't see the mountains because there was so much smog in the air. Let me show you a picture in a city called Delhi, in India. On the left side, this is what it used to look like. And on the right side, this is what it looks like now. It is unbelievable. They can see the sky. And those people who live near the mountains for the first time can see the sky. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that exciting? Yes.
Yes,
Really
very exciting.
exciting. Now, are you guys ready?
Uh-huh.
I want you to look right now at China. These are, and I'm just going to mute everybody right now so I can hear. There is a satellite called the Sentinel-5P satellite. The Sentinel-5P satellite was launched by the European Space Agency, and its job is to detect the nitrogen dioxide levels, NO2, in the air. So they take a picture of China, and this is Wuhan, China, where the pandemic started. And this is Beijing up here. So Beijing is right up here, kind of right in the heart. That's Beijing. And can you see how much orange and brown there is? Orange and brown, everybody, means that those are very bad levels of air, that the density, the amount of nitrogen dioxide is way too much for humans to be safe. And look at this, guys. 1 month later, in February, after the lockdown, there's almost no pollution anywhere. Isn't that fantastic? And if I have to tell you, that's one of the greatest silver linings of this whole thing. Now, the next thing I want to tell you is about a place where my father used to live. My father used to live in South, say it again, please.
South Korea?
Yeah, so my father used to live in South Korea, and it was very polluted even when he lived there over 50 years ago. Now, it has become a very, very polluted city. In fact, I think this is South Korea where I just circled in blue.
That's way too much pollution for me.
Way too much. Well, guess what? The amount of their pollution has gone down by 54%. Now, what that means, guys, is this, that if I have a hole, and I'm going to call this 100%, what happens if I take away half of it? What have I taken away, everybody? Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
50.
50%. And that means that I have 50% left. Well, in South Korea, by the way, whoever's making that noise in the background, yeah, I think it sounds like a bird. Can you please mute yourself because everybody else can hear it? Oh, you know what it is? I think it's, yeah, there we go. It's somebody on a swing behind Sadie's house. Okay, good. So in South Korea, they've actually reduced their pollution by 54%, which is really amazing. Now, the next thing I want to show you is this, guys. The next thing I want to show you is this, that in northern Italy, okay, and northern Italy is right here, which I've outlined in black. It was very, very polluted 1 year ago today. And the reason why northern Italy gets so polluted is that there's a mountain range here called the Alps. And the Alps are so big that they trap all the gases from the nitrogen dioxide. And it literally goes right up against the mountain and it has nowhere to go. Well, guess what, guys? 1 year later, because of the lack of power plants, the pollution is way, way down. It's down 40% in Italy. Now, I want to show you a picture, guys, of Wuhan, China. This is one of the dirtiest places on our planet. About 3 months or 1 year ago in February. Now, everybody, look at Wuhan today. Isn't that beautiful? In fact, I would go to Wuhan, China now. I would go there now because they have lowered their NO2 levels by 44%. Now, I want everybody to look at this right now. This right here is the United States. This is a picture taken from a satellite from NASA's Aurora satellite. And all it does, it has a piece of equipment called an ozone monitoring instrument. Now, what is an ozone monitoring instrument? It detects the amount of NO2 in the atmosphere. Now, if you are in...
Some parts of America is really polluted right now.
Oh, look at this, guys. If you are below a rating of 4 on this scale of nitrogen dioxide, it's considered very, very safe. But if you're above 5, oh my gosh, that is not very safe. Now, let me take you on a little journey. I'm going to take you on a journey right now to New York. I'm going to take you on a journey to Massachusetts, to Connecticut, to Rhode Island, to New Jersey. This is Pennsylvania. This is Maryland. And I have to tell you guys, New York City is this very, very black area, which has over 10 times the molecules of places that are in the blue. Now, this is 1 year ago. Would you like to see what we look like now? Would anybody like to see it?
Yes.
All right. I give you the new world. Now, what do you guys think about Massachusetts where we live? Is that so much better?
Yeah.
Now, guys, oh my God, we are down.
Definitely yes.
Our pollution is down by 30%. In
Oh,
1
yeah.
year, even though New York City is still black, it is 30% better. Actually, I think New York City is 25% better than it was. Look how much better New Jersey is. Question? Somebody have a question? Okay, if nobody has a question, we can move on. Now, I want you guys to go right now to page 6 in your packet. I'm going to mute everybody while they're shuffling papers and getting to their stuff. So everybody's supposed to be muted. I think they are. Excellent. Okay, great.
But it's supposed to look like this.
Now, Jeremy, for some reason, you are not showing up. Let's see if I can get more. Interesting, interesting. Okay, everybody, are you ready? I
Yeah.
want to take you on a little journey. Okay, I want to take you on a little journey. And that journey is to Los Angeles, where the percent of pollution has come down by 31%. And Will, I don't know why I can't see you. Your video is still off. In New York, it's come down by 25%. In London, 9%. In Delhi, India, 60%. Wuhan, 44%. Seoul, Korea, 54%. Mumbai, India, 34%. Madrid, 11%. And Sao Paulo in Brazil, 32%. There's only one thing that really bothers me. One of my favorite places in the world, Rome, is up by 30% pollution. Who can tell me why? Does anybody have any ideas why Rome might be having a problem with their pollution? And I'm going to call on you, Jack. Go for it. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. Go ahead.
Maybe they're not like picking up the garbage and they don't recycle.
Whoa, man, you are an insightful young man. That is a great answer. Sadie, what do you think? Sadie, what do you think? You raised your hand.
I think it's because all of the countries and states around it, all of the pollution that we went away from it went into Rome.
Oh, that is a great answer. Oh my gosh. Now, I have to tell you my theory. Now, this is just a theory because I don't know this for sure. So if your parents know anything about this, they can help. When people are told to stay home and it's cold in that environment, what do you think they turn on in their houses? You can all say it on 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Heat.
They turn on their heat. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to tell you something now. When you turn on your heat, the power that's generated by the engine puts so much nitrogen dioxide into the atmosphere. And for some reason, Rome, I think, was using their heaters more than ever. Because I think that when people live in Rome, normally they don't use their heat as much because they're able to be outside and going to work. Now that's just a theory. Now, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go down to where it says Los Angeles, which is a major global city in California. Now, the pollution in Los Angeles has gone down by 31%. So what I did, if you notice here, is I made 10 boxes for you. And these 10 boxes each represent 10%. Let's do this together. On 3, 1, 2, 3. 10%,
20%,
30%,
30%,
40%,
50%, 60%, 70%,
70%,
80%,
90%,
90%, 100%.
100%.
Now, 100% is the whole of something. Right now, I am a scale factor of 1 of myself. I am 100% of myself. Now, if Mr. Kramer does a good job this summer, I am going to lose about, let's say about 16 pounds. Now, if I lose 16 pounds, I am going to literally lose about 10% of my weight. I'm going to be 10% less than I was before. Okay, there's a lot of examples of reducing things by a percent. Now, pollution. Do you guys see how I filled in 10% plus 10% plus 10% plus a little more, which was that little 1%? And everybody say it, if I add 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 1, what do I get?
31%.
And 31%. Now listen to this. If you take 31% away from 100%, you have 69% pollution remaining. Now, that sounds like a big number, but who cares? They were this much pollution. Now they are just this much pollution. So I am really happy. Now, everybody take their colored pencils if you have them, and I want you to start to do New York. So for instance, I'm going to do this one with you. I'm going to color in for 25%, 10%, another 10%, and who can tell me what portion of the third box should I color in? Will, go.
You should cover in half of it.
Yes, everybody do that right now. Everybody color in 2.5 of these boxes. Will, that was awesome. And you could even write in there, let's write in there 5 plus 10 plus 10 is 25%. Now, I want you guys to raise your hand again if you know how much percent of pollution is remaining in New York City. So everybody think about it. On 3, 1, 2, 3, go.
75%.
Whoa, 75% of the pollution is remaining. So now everybody work on Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo in Brazil is one of the biggest cities in the world, just like New York and Los Angeles. And look at what they've done to reduce their pollution. So everybody start to color them in. And I'm going to mute everybody. And so therefore, if anyone has a particular question, if anyone has a question about how to shade in 33%, you raise your hand electronically and I am going to call on you. And then when you're done with Sao Paulo, move to London, move to Rome. Well, maybe not, don't actually move to Rome. Move to Madrid and go to all these wonderful places. So I am looking for your hands to go up if you have any questions. And remember, the best mathematicians ask really good questions. I didn't like what I did with London because I know that it's not an entire box. It's It's a little bit less than 10%. So it's not an entire box. So I have to be really careful when I do that one. So this one here is 3 and 10 and 10 and 10. And this is 9%. And I want to look at what I have left. And I'm going to try to make this a little bit easier for me.
80.
Oh, Ryan, you have a question, buddy. Go for it.
How am I going to do Rome?
What an awesome question. Now, I want to open it up to everybody right now. Who can raise their hand if they have an idea to help out Ryan and me? Because, man, I got to tell you, I don't even know what to do about Rome. What am I going to do about Rome? Eva, I want you to give us your idea. Go.
Add more squares and then you should shade it in.
Ooh, wait a minute. I love the idea of adding more squares, but I don't know about shading it in. So Eva, think about what happens when we shade it in. Will, what are you gonna say?
Shade it.
Oh, you're saying don't shade it at all?
Yeah.
No, I would say what I was gonna say is you don't shade it in and then you like cross. Because it's plus 30, you just cross 3 out.
Ooh, I don't know. I want to show you what Eva and Jeremy, I'm going to call on you in just a second, Jeremy. I'm going to call on you. Jeremy, where are you, Jeremy? I don't even see you here. Oh, Jeremy, you're unmuted. Go for it.
Maybe you could do none and then do minus.
Ooh, that's kind of an interesting idea. But what I see, guys, if you just take Eva's idea and you add 3 boxes and do not shade it in, then you can write, here's a big question. Nobody answer it out loud. How much pollution is remaining in Rome? In London, we have 91% pollution remaining. In Sao Paulo, say it out loud, please. Go. In Sao Paulo, what do we have? Come on.
33%.
Well, but we have
67.
67% pollution remaining. So what do you think about Rome? And since Ryan, since you asked the question, what do you think? Sadie, what do you think about Rome? What percentage? And Jack, what do you think, buddy?
130%.
Everybody, round of applause right now. Everybody, round of applause. 130% is the most amazing idea. I am so proud of you guys. Okay, I'm so proud of you guys. Now keep going. You have Madrid, Delhi, Mumbai, Wuhan, and Seoul, Korea. So get working on those. I have to tell you guys, my favorite one is Delhi because they have the biggest reduction of all. The biggest reduction of all, and it's really exciting. I have a lot of friends from India, and they are all so excited about what's happening there now when it comes to pollution reduction. Really excited. And my dad would have loved to have seen Seoul, Korea. So beautiful. So beautiful. Now, I'm just going to do a little bit of highlighting here, and then we can move on to another exercise I have for you guys. And I want you guys to help me out with the percentage of pollution left. The percentage of pollution left in these cities. All right, here we go. Everybody, I'm gonna unmute you in just a second. Somebody's making a really loud noise, and I would appreciate if they would stop doing that right now. Here we go. On 3, Madrid. 1, 2, 3, go.
90.
Come on, everybody. 89% left because we have 11% reduction. Okay, everybody do Delhi. Go.
40%.
40% remaining. Everybody do Mumbai. Everybody go to Mumbai. So what's how much pollution is
66%.
left? Ooh, 66% of Mumbai pollution is left. How about Wuhan? It used to be 100, but now it's only what? Go.
Yeah, 66. Wait,
Ooh, I don't agree with that. Everybody look at it.
36.
50.
No, everybody watch. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
56%.
So 56% is remaining pollution in Wuhan. And in Seoul, Korea, where my dad used to live, tell me how much pollution is left. On 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
46.
Oh, Jeremy, awesome. Awesome. 46% is left. Now I want everybody right now to show me their sheets with all of their shading. Everybody show me their sheets with all of their shading right now.
Yeah, I just need 2 more.
Oh, wow. Sadie, that's awesome. Jack, I'd love to see yours, and I'd love to see yours, Charles.
I
Oh.
haven't done yet.
Oh, Jack, I'm sorry. I'm trying to unmute you, buddy. And if you could unmute yourself, then I could hear you. Yeah.
Do some crossing out with this because
Hey,
I
Jack,
did it
can you
wrong.
unmute your video, buddy?
And I'm using pen.
Do you know how to do that? Because you're locked and I can't unmute you. So sorry. How about you, Eva? Oh yeah, I can't, Jack can't unmute himself. So he's not able to. So in any event, we'll try back with Jack again. Eva, you raised your hand, honey. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just not done yet.
Oh, you don't have to be done. I just want to see what you've done already. I want to see what everybody's done already. I don't care if you're not done. Very, very nice. Oh my God, Jeremy, that's awesome. Daniel, you rock. Hayden, awesome. And Maisie, let me see yours, sweetie. And oh, there's Charles. Ryan, let me see yours. And Will's, let me see yours. Oh, Maisie, you got color there. That's awesome. Awesome job. How about you, Will? Oh, wow. Wait, Will, you even used the red pen like me. Cool. Okay, are you guys ready for the next one? Everybody go to page 7 right now, please. Everybody go to page 7 right now. And I'm gonna mute everybody because when people change pages, they make a lot of shuffling noises. Now, Jack, were you able to fix your unmute? Were you able to fix that? No? Okay, buddy. So guess what you do, Jack? If you have a question, you raise your hand and then send me a chat, because you could send me a chat and that'll work out fine. Would that be okay? Give me a thumbs up if that works out for you. Okay, good. I got my eyes on you. I got my eyes on you. Good. I wish I could hear you next time. I'm sure that you'll figure it out. All right. So here we go, guys. There are 102 cities in India. And I want you to look at this. There's 102 cities in India that have been tracking something called air quality index. Everybody say that out loud. 1, 2, 3. Air quality index.
Index.
Excellent. Now the air quality index is referred to as, hold on a second, guys. It's refers to as AQI. AQI is air quality index. Now, if the number is really low, like 32 is a very, very low number. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Oh boy. Whoa. 5%. This is not good. Hold on one second, everybody. I've got some technical issues here. Hopefully we'll work their way out. I'm going to send everybody a chat right now if I can. That's not good. Okay, so we have a glitch. We have a glitch in the middle of the meeting. All right, so let's go here. I apologize, everybody, that I can't fix my computer. Let's see if I can find where I am. Thank you for being patient, everybody. Just give me 1 second because I have froze. Everybody is frozen on my screen. And I want to try to find out where my cursor is.
I got back on. Also, I got back on. Just
Oh boy.
things shut off on me. It lost battery.
And can anybody speak, please, to let me know that you can you hear me right now?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I can hear you, Lizzie.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can't hear.
I can't believe it. Mom's computer lost batteries, and they could see me.
So.
What was that?
My sister's having a call with her friend, so it dinged. Because both of the iPads were on two different calls, so they dinged.
Where's the screen? Sadie, is your background of puppies?
It's puppies.
Is your background of puppies?
It's puppies because I love puppies and I
David
want a
is
puppy.
not here.
That's why.
No. Everybody's saying that.
Mr. Clement left the meeting.
I know. Mr. Diddy.
Kids.
Kids.
We get to do it.
Jack is the
You know what
host.
I'm gonna do?
What? That's not fair. Where? Wait, I think he just joined. No, that's Eva.
Jack, Let us do that, everyone, not just you.
Wait, where? Oh, that's
You know what we should do right now? We should just do whatever we want. Not here. Maybe here.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Mr.
Oh, there he is.
Again. What?
He joined again. Mr. Cameron
Too bad
joined
we can't.
again.
Too bad we can't hear him or see him.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, Jack managed to view Mr. Kramer.
No.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Mr. Crane. I've seen myself.
I can't believe Mr. Kramer's not here. It's not full screen. How is Mr. Kramer not even here?
He's here.
He's here. He just wasn't here for a while.
Muted. He's sharing his screen.
It's not full screen.
Puppy! I love puppies.
Oh, Mr. Kramer's muted.
I know.
No. I can
There you
hear him.
go.
I can hear him.
Thank you. Okay.
Now he's unmuted.
Well, I want to apologize to everybody that waited, and even everybody that didn't wait. I want to apologize. So I'm really sorry that happened. And
The lineage region. And
here we go.
everybody got here.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
In a place called Amaravati. Amaravati, India, had an 8 level. And by the way, somebody, oh, Jeremy, you need to.
I know.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, there you go. In Amaravati, India, the air quality index was 32. And in one day, when they closed everything down, it was called the Janta curfew. The Janta curfew, everybody, and I want you to listen to this. It was, oh, and Jack, you are on 2 screens. So I don't know if you want to go.
Other
Jack,
one's
go ahead,
shut
Jack.
off, so you can see my face on that one, and you can see my face on the other computer that I can see you, but the other one I can't see you. So we have to do two, so it looks like we're kind of the same.
Well, Jack, I want you to thank your mom and dad because that is a beautiful, beautiful solution. I'm really proud of you, Jack. Really proud of you. Okay, so here we go, guys. On March 22nd of this year, that was a little bit more than a month ago, at 7 a.m., 1,300,000,000 people were told not to go outside. They were told to shut down their plant, their factories. They were told not to use boats. They were told not to go outside and smoke. They were told to stay inside and not create any activity. And guess what happened? And Ryan, I want you to listen here.
Yeah.
And Jack as well. In 24 hours, the air quality of most of the cities in India increased by a huge amount. So everybody look at Amaravati. They went from 32 to 52, which was a plus 20 AQI, or air quality index. Now I want everybody right now to write down the difference for all the other cities. So for instance, Rajamahendravaram went up by, you guys can say it out loud, on 3, 1, 2, 3, go.
9%.
No, well, not 9%. And Jeremy,
11%.
Plus
this,
9.
11%.
5%.
yes, and hold on a second.
5%.
think of this like a test you're taking in school, and you get points. So the air quality index in Amaravati was very, very low. And then the next day, it went up significantly by 9 points. Okay, everyone, the next one on 3. 1, 2, 3 plus what?
4 points.
Plus 4. Now, what about the next one? Don't say it out loud yet. Don't say it out loud. On 3, 1, 2, 3, go.
23.
Plus what?
13.
I say plus 13. From 218 to 231. Now, the next one, guys, I want everybody to slow down here just for a second. And don't answer it just yet. When I do the next one, I see something very special. And do you all see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, can you see that from 83 to 100 is how much?
17.
From 83 to 100, guys,
19.
is
17.
17.
18.
And from 100 to 116 is how much?
17.
And if you add 17 and 16 together, you get the difference. Everybody
33.
on 3, 1, 2, 3, go.
33.
And but you can't say 33, you have to say plus 33 because the air quality index went up. Now the next one, guys, and I want to look at what I'm sharing right now. Okay, so this is good. This is good. Now, on the next one, it didn't go so well for Muzaffarpur. In a place called Muzaffarpur, it went from 179 air quality down to 146. And that is a difference of minus 33. So I want everybody to work really hard to give all the pluses and minuses for all of these. Some of them are easier than others. And I want you to raise your hand electronically if you have any questions at all. And we're going to go about 5 minutes over. We're going to go till 3:30 because we lost about 5 minutes when I had to shut my computer down. And Will, I want you to turn your video on so I know that you're there. And let's see, I see Will, I see Charles, excellent.
What?
Okay. Does anybody have any questions on any of these?
Yeah.
If
We
you
don't
have
have best internet.
good time to ask it.
Did some of them go down? Or do a lot of them go down?
Many we have no power.
This one went down by 33 points. This one went down by 51 plus 13. What is 51 13, guys? On
64.
One went down 64 points. So that really was not a very good one. Now the next one also went down by 31 points. If anybody disagrees with that, please let me know so we can do it together. And Sadie, can you please get to work, please? Can you, Sadie, go back to your paper and get to work and turn off your virtual screen? Turn off your virtual screen, please. Sadie, do you hear me right? Okay, good. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. All right. Now, who can tell me about Delhi? Who can tell me about Delhi? What number did we have for the air quality index? How much did it go down?
192. Oh. It,
Anybody tell me it went down by what?
65.
Not 65. Pretty close though.
85.
Not 85. Look, if you take 117, you add 75 to that. Don't you get 192, everybody? Do you see it? So that's how we know that we had to reduce by 75. By 75. All right. How about the next one? Who's going to take Ahmedabad? Ahmedabad. Who's going to take that one? Come on, guys.
About
You can do
it.
108, take away 113. Go ahead, Jeremy, go back into the picture so I can.
Minus 25.
Ooh, I love it.
100.
Minus 25 is it. And how about Ankleshwar? That's an easy one.
Minus,
How about you, Sadie? What did you get for Ankleshwar?
minus 2.
All right, if you
I
got
got-
minus 2. And Sadie, look at me, Sadie, in the eyes right now. Sadie, I can't see you. Sadie, when you go from 84 down to 82, you are taking away 2. Are you clear on that? Okay, so get working. Pick up that pencil and get working. Okay. The next one is an easy one. Who's got that one?
Minus 1.
Go ahead, Maisie.
1.
Minus 1. You have to say minus 1. And the next one is minus what, everybody?
4.
Right. Now, Vappy's number went up. Now, we know that we have 16 to get to 100 and 5 more. So 16 plus 5 is going to give us this one. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Plus 21.
21.
Awesome.
21.
The next one, I'm just going to write minus 1. Now, the next one, think about, again, the difference between 72 and 103.
How much time left?
On one end of it, you got 28 to 100. And on the other end, you have 3. When you add 28 and 3, what do you get? Everybody, go.
31.
So negative minus 31 for Ambala. For Ambala. All right, who has questions on these? I'd really like to know. I can't even pronounce some of them, but I'm sure they can pronounce them really easily. Sadie, which one are you working on?
Hisar.
Hisar right here? Okay, and what did you get, Sadie?
I got 2. Minus 2.
Yep, you have to say minus 2. Now, that's great. Who has Cathal? Who's got Cathal? Daniel, do you have Cathal?
Wait, I have a question.
Yes, Hayden, go for it.
On the one with 179 and 133, do you go plus or minus?
Well, you tell me. Is 133 more or less than 179?
Less.
Then I'm going to put a little minus there first, and then I'm going to do 179. Take away 133, Hayden. And Hayden, look at 9 minus 3. What's that?
That's 6.
And look at 7, take away 3.
4.
And 1 take away 1 is 0. So what do you think the difference is between 179 and 133?
46.
That's right. So it's minus 46. And Daniel, what do you have for Kathal?
I messed up on so I had to.
Daniel, I've tried to unmute you, so you'll have to unmute yourself so you can be heard. If you can hit that button, then we can hear you, buddy. Go ahead, Daniel. You'll have to unmute yourself. As you can see, requesting that you're going to have to touch the computer, Daniel, to unmute yourself. Okay? Charles, can you give me Kathal? Charles, can you give me Kathal?
Okay, but I think I'll have to think for some time. I think yes.
Minus
44.
Minus 44 is beautiful. Now, Jack, which one did you do, Jack?
It would be 43.
Oh, well, 43 would be true if this were 103. But since it's 104, it's take away 44. Very, very good. And how about you, Sadie? You have a question, love. Go ahead.
Are we supposed to be writing this down?
What do you think?
Oh.
Yeah, of course you are. Everybody's been writing it down. Everybody's been doing all their work. And that's why you have your paper and pencil. Next time, maybe you'll be inside, so it'll be a little bit less distracting for you. Jeremy, what do you got?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I have one more, and that's the second to last one. That's the big one. It's 202, and then it goes to 90.
Whoa. So what do you think the difference is, Jeremy, for that one?
I don't know. Maybe minus like 100 and minus like 112. Or, I mean, minus.
Ooh, Jeremy, you nailed it. Awesome. Awesome. That was a good one. Now, Will, I'm going to give you this one here. Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra. Will, can you give me that one?
That would be
And just think about if this were 155. Then it would be,
4.
yeah, so what do you think?
96. Minus
Is
96.
it plus or minus 96?
Minus 96.
Wow. Guys, you are amazing. And let's see, this one right here, Charles, go for it. Charles, you raised your hand, buddy.
Can I use the bathroom?
Oh yeah, you don't actually, we're gonna be stopping in just a minute. So if you can wait
Mr.
1 minute,
Kramer,
we'll do that. Yes.
I don't know how to do 151 and 125.
Oh, that is a great question. Charles, why don't you go to the bathroom while I do this, okay? So 125 to 150 is how much? 125 up to 150 is how much?
35?
Well,
No, 25.
yes. So don't you think we have to do one more to get the difference, because it's not 150, it's 151. So that's why we have 25 and 1 is a difference of 26. So it's a minus 26. Hey, does that make sense? You
Yeah.
got that? Okay, everybody, now let's go to the answer key. These are all of the answers. And I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with it. Okay? The best time I have is trying to pronounce these names. So I want you guys to have some fun with that. Now, let's do our cheer. You ready? Let's do our cheer by going through all of these numbers. Are you ready? Los Angeles, go. Negative
My-
31%. New York,
Negative
negative
25.
25%. Sao Paulo,
Negative
Negative
32.
32.
Madrid,
negative
negative
11.
11%. London,
Negative 9%.
Delhi,
Negative 60%.
Wuhan, negative
Minus 40.
Seoul, Korea,
Negative
negative
54%.
54%. And Mumbai, India, negative 34. But don't ever say Rome goes
Less
up
30.
like 30%. Oh no. Go, guys. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Food, Mathlete. Go Mathlete. And mathletes are right here in the Boston area. Stay healthy. Now, everybody, I'm going to let you say goodbye to your buddies. Everybody say goodbye to your friends. Everybody.
Bye.